So today I thought I would crouch down on my window ledge as the sunshine is beaming in and my skin is glistening to talk about the topic that I've used for my title today. Yeah? Locks not being feminine, locks being masculine, etc, etc. Now it makes sense for me to talk about this for three reasons. One, I am a woman with long locks. It's coming up to my 10-year anniversary this July. Two, I've actually previously spoken about this on my channel in a variety of ways. I will put links to the videos up here. Three, lately I've seen an increase of women commenting under my videos on YouTube or commenting under my posts on TikTok or Instagram, all saying the same thing. They're thinking about getting locks, but they're being told that locks are masculine, and the people that are saying this are either family members, co-workers, or friends. Some of them is even potential partners, right? So I thought I'd very briefly talk about this, and I think this is probably going to be the last time I do talk about this, unless I'm like invited to a podcast and I need to talk about it, then you know how it goes. If you're underage and you're living under your parents' house and your parents have a say in what you do, and you going behind their back to start your lock journey may result in serious consequences like you being kicked out, I would strongly advise that you do not start your lock journey until you are old enough to move out by yourself, when you can do as you please and there won't be any consequences. If you are employed and you're in a field where you think you may not be able to get a job or you may not be able to progress in that specific field because of you starting your lock journey, then obviously you may want to reconsider that. It would be very easy for me to be like, okay, well, why do you want to work in a field that wouldn't accept you if you have locks? However, everybody's circumstances are different. Some people may not feel comfortable being in a field where they can't grow locks, because at the end of the day, locks is natural hair. So why would you want to be a part of a industry or a corporation that doesn't want for you to be able to sport your natural hair as you please? However, different people, different circumstances. Outside of that, I don't understand why you would allow opinions of friends or extended family members or even random strangers or somebody that you're dating, whatever. I don't understand why you would allow their view to stop you from starting your lock journey. Personally, it doesn't make any sense. Will the locks be growing on your head or will it be growing on theirs? To me, locks, and why I started my lock journey, which I have touched on before, maybe this is the first time you're watching a video of mine. For me, I basically started my natural hair journey in 2011. I went to the barbers, I got my hair shaved, and I grew out my hair for about 6 months. And within those 6 months, I noticed that I started to really gravitate towards people of locks. So, you know, previous musicians that had locks, for example, Bob Marley, Lauryn Hill, Damian Marley, and just in general, like when I was out and about, I was really gravitating towards people that had locks. And for me, I started to notice that a lot of these people were powerful. And when I say powerful, they were conscious. They were comfortable in their own skin. They were unapologetically themselves, and they were very proud of their blackness. So for me, locks not only symbolizes beauty, but it symbolizes strength, power, and you being proud of your heritage and proud of who you are. So for me, it was a no-brainer when it got to like the 6-month mark. I was like, yeah, locks represents me. It represents who I am. I'm unapologetically me. I will always speak up on what I believe in, regardless of what other people may think. And even before I started my lock journey, yeah, there were a few people that were like, no, don't start, you know, locks won't suit you. But I was very, very adamant that no, locks will suit me. It's a wonderful addition to represent who I am. Therefore, since I've been embarking on my lock journey, I only mess with people that have no issue with it. And not only that, but I also attract people that appreciate what I'm about, because you look at me and I personally think I'm a symbolization of royalty. Like, look, just look at the locks, like the beauty of it. I embrace every single part of my locks and every single part of my lock journey. So for me, when I see comments like, oh, you know, my co-workers say that it will make me masculine, and I just think, why do you care what your co-workers say? This whole thing of masculine energy, feminine energy, do people actually not realize that everybody has both energies? Everyone has masculine and feminine energy. Where does the concept of you having locks making you more masculine come from? And chances are, if you actually give a toss to even find out why these people feel or think the way that they do, they won't even be able to tell you what it is. And most times it's just deep-rooted misogyny. Furthermore, for the women that have said, oh, they feel that embarking in their lock journey is going to reduce their dating pool, isn't that what dating is about? When you naturally date, you're dating to find people that are compatible with you, people that can truly embrace who you are, people that don't want to change you to be something or someone that you're not, right? So if your dating pool is being reduced because you're wearing your hair naturally in locks, is that not a good thing? Because that allows for people that are truly for you to come your way. That's literally how I see it. I've come across people in the past, which I have spoken about. I bumped into an ex some years ago and he was saying, oh, why have you got locks? Like, locks is masculine, only men should do that and whatnot. I've come across guys that will be like, oh, your locks are nice, but when they get longer, you are going to trim it down, right? And I automatically, I'm grateful that one, I don't give a toss, and two, I don't give a F what anybody thinks in regards to that. And I don't want to be with somebody that has an issue of being with a black woman who is happy in her blackness and sports black natural hair. And so when I see these comments of people worrying about what other people have to say, I just think to myself, the fact that you're worried about what other people have to say, it means that you're not ready to embark on that journey. And that's perfectly fine on if you're not ready, because it's not by force. Growing locks is not by force. Growing locks is not for everybody. However, when you are ready to grow locks, you're not going to give a toss about what anybody else has to say in regards to that. That's literally all I wanted to say. So to summarize, in case you don't understand, if you're living under your parents' roof and your parents have a say in what you're doing, aka you're underage, and you will experience terrible consequences if you go behind their backs to get locks, don't do it. If locks is going to prevent you from securing the bag, as people say nowadays, it's going to prevent you from making money, it's going to prevent you from progressing in your chosen career field, don't do it. If it's a case of people that don't have any say or shouldn't have any say in your life, adding their 2 pence in regards to what you should do with your hair, ignore them. And if it does bother you what they say, you're not ready for the journey. And that's basically that. Because for me, my only regret with my locks is that I didn't start my lock journey sooner, because I feel that for me, locks is more than just a natural hairstyle. You know, when you have locks, you start to embark on a spiritual journey that you actually never thought that you would. You start to embark on a conscious journey. You start to really learn about yourself. And not only that, but you also start to attract real ones to you. People that are about what you're about is what you start to attract. And me personally, there is no way in hell that I would even think about dating a guy that would have an issue with me simply because I sport locks. If anybody has an issue with the fact that you're growing your hair out in a natural hairstyle in all of its beauty and all of its glory, they have an issue with that, those people are not for you. That's literally all I have to say in today's video. That's it. Look at the beauty. There's no way that you cannot admire the beauty of locks. However, if it's not for you, it's not for you, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're of age, you're an adult, you're paying your own bills, and you're allowing outside people that shouldn't have any say in your life prevent you from growing locks, locks aren't for you, baby, and that's fine. Mwah. I shall see you tomorrow.